selling tickets to get inside the event.
They're seeing some great fighting too, and they're going to see it right now as we head into round 5. Once again, that is Supana Sayarap in the green trunks and Jerry Iacuzio out of Phoenix in the red trunks. Iacuzio leads with a right. Iacuzio wants it all, and he wants it right now. He is motioning Supana to come on, come on. A hard kick by Supana.
Well, Chris, I think Iacuzio knows he's behind in points and
Right.
he's behind in the flow of the fight, so he's trying to pick it up, trying to do anything to win this fight back.
Iacuzio almost it's like he's stalking Supana. Supana, a high kick, a high left kick by Supana misses, a right by Iacuzio misses, and there they are in the middle of the ring right now. Iacuzio's corner calling for him to get going because it's late. A hard right by Iacuzio did score. Hard two. The two of them exchanged 2 kicks right there. Did you hear that noise? If you heard that noise, that was the foot of Iacuzio hitting the cup of Supana.
I'm sure he hit a few other things too, Chris.
Yeah, the people in the back row did hear that one. That was loud, and that's got to hurt. But Supana says he's okay. And once again, he knows it was an accident, and those things happen. There's about a minute and a half left in the fight, folks, and Iacuzio ready. I think he knows he might be behind a little bit on points. Supana comes out. Once again, the fighters in the middle of the ring. I noticed that Supana changes from a right to a left. Sometimes he'll lead with his right, sometimes he'll lead with his left.
Very powerful from both sides as a southpaw and as a right-handed fighter.
Iacuzio pushes him down. No scoring there. It's a push.
There's that smile again, Chris. Very confident fighter.
Iacuzio opens up a lot.
Well, he's leaving himself open because he's trying to press this fight so much and trying to be the aggressor. A lot of times at that time, you can really get caught.
I think at this point, Kerry, that Iacuzio is somewhat frustrated at the defense of Supana Sayarap.
It's almost like you're at a bullfight with each round kick that comes to the midsection, and each one that lands solidly, the crowd cheers louder and louder and louder.
Yes, Supana has fought a very smart fight, very smart defense. Another hard right by Supana. And Iacuzio can take the punishment. It just frustrates him to try to come back, and he can't get at Supana Sayarap.
Very elusive, Supana is. Very good defensive skills. I think that's attributed to Wes Hodgkin's boxing
10 seconds to the fight. Once again, Iacuzio says, come on. And a hard left, a right foot by Supana. Very, very well fought fight. I think this decision's going to be a little bit easier. Wes Hodgkins goes over and hugs his fighter and says, good job, Supana. And I think defense won this fight. I think he's a great offensive fighter as well. He scored heavily. The crowd showing their appreciation. He scored heavily, not really huge, not really big scoring, but he had great defense, frustrated Iacuzio, and Iacuzio just could not score. I would have to give this fight, in my opinion, this would go to right there, the young man from Fresno, Supana Sayarap.
Well, if you look at their physical appearance also, it looks like Iacuzio got a lot more redness on his abdominal, his upper body, and also around his cheeks and his forehead. That's from the constant pounding from Supana just landing with that round kick. Both fighters in tremendous, tremendous shape.
Well, Kerry, coming into the ring now, once again, is Domi, and he has Tamate, and he has he knows who the winner is. So let's see who won this decision.
I don't even know how much more time do we have till the next fight.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a decision in the California State Muay Thai Junior Featherweight Championship bout. These two fighters gave it a lot of heart, and I should thank everybody. Give them a big round of applause. Judge number 1 scores the match 50-44. Judge number 2 scores the match 48-46.
Yes, it's going to be a
Judge number 3
decision.
scores the match 50-46, and still the California
Unanimous
State Muay
decision
Thai
for
Junior Heavyweight Champion,
Sayrat.
Supman the Cobra Sayrat.
Ayakuzio showing that he is a good sportsman.
Get up, ladies and gentlemen, for Jerry Ayakuzio.
State Muay Thai
We'll
Junior
be taking
Featherweight Champion, Supman Sayrat. And we're going to take a short break, folks, and come back with some more championship fighting, including a world championship fight right here on Ringside McGinnis Sports Boxing, right after this. Rick, are we going? Hi, everybody. We are back at Ringside, and we are getting ready for some championship fights. I'm Chris Terrence, along with Kerry Yo, and Kerry, on this particular fight, we're going to see this. There's a vacant title right now for the U.S. Muay Thai light heavyweight championship. It's vacant right now, and that's what we are here to settle right now. We're going to have Maurice Travis out of Venice, California, fighting against Steve Stewart of Seattle, Washington. And Kerry, this is for the U.S. championship.
You know what's amazing about this one, Chris, is that we're focusing on two boxers that only have 2 syllables in their last name.
Amazing! We should be able to get through this one punch by punch.
It's going to be interesting to see if they bring in the Eastern tradition of the Muay Thai dance, and also much of the customs that most of the Muay Thai boxers from Thailand actually brought into this country.
Maurice Travis fights out of Venice, California. As I mentioned, he's a movie actor. He hangs out on the beach down there. You ever go down there to Venice where they have the weightlifting and the basketball? It's where they filmed White Men Can't Jump.
Right, it's a great place.
Very exciting. If you get in the game down there, you better be able to play pretty good as far as basketball goes. Anyway, that is Maurice Travis fighting out of Venice, and also we are waiting for the arrival of Steve Stewart.
Chris, that's a place that I was one of the first areas where I ever learned to hit a speed bag. They mount speed bags on the outside and right on the sand near the strand, or right there where most of the people go by on rollerblades.
Yeah. Kerry, while we got a second right here, I want to mention that coming up at Ringside Gym on May 13th, which is coming up on us pretty quick, there is another evening of championship kickboxing. They'll be going for the IKF U.S. Featherweight Championship. Keo Saichin Thabang, who fought tonight and won tonight, will be putting it on the line against Jesus Andrade, who he fought once before. Andrade, a great fighter, a tenacious fighter who goes from bell to bell. The last 2 times they fought, Andrade won, and that was before Keo won his title. That's May 13th at Ringside Gym. You can get your tickets at John Chow's, Eric Nolan's, The Way of Japan, and also at Rising Sun. And Pete Romero is putting this on, and I can tell you right now, it's going to be sold out. So get your tickets early. You can call Pete Romero at 225-9796. That's 225-9796. Ringside seats, $20. General admission, $15. It's at Ringside Gym, and we're going to be there too for the IKF U.S. Featherweight Championship. That's Saturday, May 13th at Ringside, brought to you by the World Kickboxing Promotions and Larry Schiller Bonds. And here comes Maurice Travis. Once again, this title, as Maurice Travis comes into the ring out of Venice, California, this is for the U.S. Muay Thai Light Heavyweight Championship. As we wait now, we got 2 great fights coming up right after this fight. Kerry, we have the World Championship fight coming up, and boy, everybody is looking forward to that.
Well, Michelle just informed me too that, I mean,
Ladies
this
and
is not only a sold-out fight, but people are still
five-round
trying to get in.
championship
Is that
bout.
right?
The two fighters will be fighting for a vacant position
This is
for the United States Muay Thai Light Heavyweight Championship. The winner will be crowned champion. Rules will be followed by international Muay Thai, meaning flying knees will be allowed. And I will announce the principles of tonight's fight. On my left in the red corner, his home is in Venice, California. Weighing in at 173 pounds, wearing the white trunks with the green lettering. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, Maurice Travis.
there he is, Maurice Travis at 174 pounds, fighting out of Venice.
And his opponent comes from Seattle, Washington. He weighs in at an even 174 pounds, wearing the red trunks with the white letters. Welcome and give it up for Steve Stewart.
Steve Stewart out of Seattle. And Kerry, Steve Stewart looks, he doesn't look to have the strength, at least the body strength that Maurice Travis has. But as we've seen before in Muay Thai kickboxing, that necessarily doesn't mean that the guy with the best build is going to win. But looking at these two fighters, it looks like Travis definitely has the strength.
As I mentioned before, Chris, we hear the Muay Thai music, but there is no traditional dance that we have seen earlier with the local Thailand type of boxers that integrated into their training.
Referee Rick Mendiola giving instructions, last-minute instructions to both fighters. Both fighters returning to their corner. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this is for the U.S. Muay Thai Light Heavyweight Championship. And there goes Maurice Travis doing his pregame prayer and ritual. And
No music.
Steve Stewart calmly standing in his corner, waiting for the beginning of the fight. And just looks very concentrated. He kind of is watching as Maurice Travis goes through this dance, just ready to go. He says, okay, that's it, I'm ready to go. Referee Rick Mendiola ready to bring the fighters out. Mouthpiece is in, seconds out, crowd is ready. Let's rock and roll, Kerry.
Let's do it. Maurice Travis, looking at his back situation, boy, he's ripped and he's ready to go over here.
Maurice Travis will be in the white trunks with the green trim. Steve Stewart will be in the red trunks with the white trim. And we are ready to begin as Rick Mendiola calls both fighters, say, are you ready? And here we go for the U.S. Muay Thai Light Heavyweight Championship. Travis leads out with a kick, a high kick, a low kick, and a high kick. Stewart backs him up. Oh, a high kick by Travis. A low kick by Travis. Oh, a hard right by Travis here. And high kicking is allowed. And you are allowed to use those ropes. Travis holds onto the ropes. Another high kick by Travis with the knee. Oh, a hard kick by Travis sends Steve Stewart to the canvas. Stewart back up. Travis very confident, coming out very confident. Once again, Travis, the guy in the white trunks, and Stewart in the red trunks, measuring each other.
Travis definitely the aggressor.
Oh, a high kick by Travis, a right by Travis. Oh, a spin punch, and I'll tell you, that one scored. That one rocked Stewart. Travis Kerry showing early that he's got a big bag of tricks. He's got a lot of different ways of coming. There's the high kick.
Stewart not responding very much, Chris. He's just kind of watching and waiting.
We are in the first round of a 5-rounder. These are 3-minute rounds, which gives the fighters a little bit more time to execute their strategy. In previous fights tonight, we saw 2-minute rounds. This way, they got a little bit more time to put out that game plan. Oh, Stewart throws a right and misses, and winds up half in the ring and half out. Right by Stewart. Stewart, a very compact fighter, stays within, whereas Travis's style is obviously wide open. Look at his arms down at his sides. Two different styles right here. A right by Travis scored, not heavily, but it did score. Follows it with a high kick, another high kick, which is blocked by Stewart. A knee, a flying knee, as Kerry said, right above us.
Flying knee actually being used.
We got 10 seconds to go in the round. Another left by Travis, and that just about does it for. A hard spinning right hand with the back of his hand at the end of the first round. But we're going to have a standing count here. And that will be registered as a knockdown here in the first round, as a spinning, hard, back-of-the-hand punch. What do you call that punch, Gary?
It's actually called a spinning back fist, which gives you so much torque because you're using from your legs into your waist, and you're torquing your waist around and using that fulcrum as your shoulders and arms spins around right into the opponent's shoulder, or in this case, his head. Definitely connected.
As I'm watching Stewart in his corner, he looks a little dazed, but his trainer working with him and talking with him. Oh, there's a great shot by our cameraman, Pat McGinnis, doing a great job there. As you can see, Stewart came all the way down. He says, "Hey, Coach, I came all the way down from Seattle for that." Well, that was a rude awakening, but he scored a couple of points in the first round, but Stewart came out very flamboyant style. Stewart seems to have his confidence going at this. Travis seems to have his confidence really going at this point.
Well, if you look at Travis even in his ring, he looks relaxed, looks like he's under control. Looking at Stewart, he looks a little bit concerned and he's a little dazed. That spinning back fist really had, at the end of the battle, he was thankful that it was at the end of the round when he got hit.
Absolutely. I imagine one of the things about Travis is his trainer telling him, make sure you stay within the fight. Don't get too confident here, because there's always that knockout punch. And I'm sure that Mr. Steve Stewart out of Seattle did not get all the way to the U.S. Muay Thai Light Heavyweight Championship fight by not having the power to not take somebody out at any time. So receiving instructions now. There you see Steve Stewart, and he's in this fight. He's still in this fight. Two very, very different styles between Maurice Travis and Steve Stewart right here as we head into round two of a 5-round fight for the U.S. Muay Thai Light Heavyweight Championship. Maurice Travis in the white trunks, Steve Stewart in the red trunks. Oh my goodness. That kick, that is a knockout right there. The corner of Steve Stewart quickly throws in the towel. Kerry, as you saw, that punch, that foot landed really flush to the jaw of Steve Stewart, and he is out still.
Yeah, that left
bounced off the floor. And,
powerful left round kick right to the head. Steve Stewart, his eyes are still glazed over right now.
Maurice Travis taking his bows.
Mendiola.
Ricky Mendiola, the referee, who has done a fine job tonight. He has done every fight.